let me tell you something. Because there are also certain things that were created by nobody.
That's what they don't know.
There are also certain things that were created.
Like what?
Let me give you something. It doesn't have to be physical. Okay, you're used to it. It doesn't have to be physical. Let's look at normal.
Okay.
Who caused name one single person or the group of people who caused the 81 disaster? Mention.
I should name one person who caused the 81.
Can you point?
It's a creation that happened there. So who created that?
Person caused it.
Human error.
And
So
so
if there is human error, can there be
nature
terrestrial error?
What
That is
who
why you
caused-
cannot
who caused,
prove it.
tsunami. Having tsunami is not tsunami.
So if it is a natural disaster,
Natural
who caused
disaster.
that? Is it God?
Is it God?
Killing thousands of people in Japan? So because of these possibilities, you cannot prove beyond reasonable doubt.
That is as a result of man attempt to try to.
There's a backstory.
The conflict between man and nature.
No, he's always the last person.
Yeah.
Nobody
Finish that.
very sensible point. There's a conflict between man and nature
yes,
that creates
as man try to challenge nature, or as man try to improve upon what nature has put in place, that sometimes leads to that kind of.
Are you talking about the Tower of Babel, or you're talking about climate change?
Because when the people move out from them, when the tsunami comes, nobody will be affected.
Prof, there is a cause.
But if you challenge nature,
Just admit.
But they didn't allow me to prove to them.
Wait. You will. I will give you time.
But
Just-
how would they know that this particular day tsunami
Just-
a cause.
so that I will move away from that place? How is it?
We couldn't do neither.
that this
Just
day
admit.
there is going to be a
Wait.
tsunami.
How is it?
Let's wrap up. Time.
Let's watch this video so you can
It's too late now.
Bro,
Just
I'm
admit.
going to make a simple.
Wait, let me make my point. Just admit that there are certain things that occur that nobody questions. And so, because phenomenon can occur with no human or natural interventions, like the 81 disaster, it wasn't anybody's fault. If you look at the things they talk about, nobody knew that this Halloween will be attended by this name. There's no precedence. And whenever there is no precedence, you cannot predict what will happen. And so happened out of the blue. And that is the argument for the creation of this world. It happened out of the blue. Which I disagree. Okay? Because you cannot prove beyond reasonable doubt that it happened out of the blue. You can guess that because it's possible.
It's so unique.
Because it's possible that things can happen out of the blue with nobody really controlling the turn of events. Then it's possible that something could have exploded and these people could have come. And you look at the intellect of man, and then you are tempted to think that as wise as man is, he must have been created by God. Then the scientists will point you to the nebulas and the galaxy and tell you that the earth is even negligible. So the wealth of wisdom of the whole universe, the knowledge of man is not even in discussion. Man's knowledge is nothing. So make your point. Okay. But you cannot prove it. Admit that you can't prove it. Whatever you put out there, there will be a but.
And for me to prove it to you, if someone wants to prove to you that there's a God, okay, it depends on you listening. If you are ready to accept that there is God, there will be God for you. If you accept that there is no God, there will be no God for you.
That's my point.
So now, Prof, you can take one of the biscuits and let me do something. After that, you can do justice to it.
You sure it's not point?
And try to break it. Break it in equal halves.
That sounds like the Eucharist. Are you sure you are not Catholic?
No. Break it two equal halves.
No, it was.
So who caused it to break at that? Let's say segment.
I did. Probably.
No, I said break it into 2 equal halves.
Give another one.
You can do that. Break it into 2 equal halves.
He may not get it now. But some other person can get it. Some other person can break it accurately.
It's not 2 equal halves.
Yeah, I know he will not get it.
If you are saying that,
At what point do we start eating it?
you can eat it right from there. So once you, as a human, you created this biscuit, you were not able to break it. I'm using it like if you want to do it with the aid of a specialized machine, you can do it. But I'm asking you use your bare hands to do that. Yes, like one profound coach once said that football is like breaking a cream cracker.
Did you see this?
You will not know which side will win the match until 90 minutes. Barcelona could have the best of the galaxy of players, but at the end of the day, they may lose. They lost to Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich mesmerized them at one of the Champions League games, right?
But this team is shite.
So, life, if you skew your mind to the fact that once there is a biscuit and there is a creator, and that creator is causing things to happen in this life, then Professor asked you that the tsunami that happened in Japan, was it caused, once you said there is a
He was actually the one who
Yes. Kamal asked, the tsunami issue, was it caused by that God or man? Who caused that? You don't know, you cannot prove it. But now, what you call God is a mere fact of synonyms, or we're playing with semantics. Can God be created? Can God be destroyed? But God, I think God can change.
Nietzsche said God is dead.
I think God can be changed from one form, that is God the Son, God the Father, and God the Holy Spirit, right?
But you're only speaking to the Christian God.
No, I'm talking to all the other.
But then God the Father is not. Anyway.
I'm just using the Christian God to represent something. So now, coming back to the concrete matter. So now you have been able to change God into so many forms, but one, you could not create God, and you said you cannot destroy God. Now, we all learn in the basic to elementary school that energy. Can energy be created?
You are assuming we all learn that, right?
It is part everywhere in the world. We all learn it. Once we are in this room, it means that you encountered it in one way or the other. Can energy be created? Energy, can it be destroyed?
So it's obvious that some of us didn't learn that.
You can't change it from form.
No, I'm asking, can you destroy energy?
No.
Can you create energy?
No.
But can energy change from one form to another form?
Yes.
So what is the difference between God and energy?
Make your point. Keep going.
So what is the difference between God and energy? What you call God,
It's probably energy.
I am saying energy. So I am proving that energy is there, but your God is not there.
I still don't get you.
You don't agree or you don't understand.
No, you don't agree with him.
Yeah, I don't agree with him.
You understand, but you don't understand.
Yes.
That
For me, I'm not
Yes.
using it.
But I don't-
Before, I'm not cutting before
Because
the class,
energy-
please throw a little light on this.
you have to go to the admin. I didn't administer it. I have no idea what it is. And I refuse to be cutted because it's the easier way to live. Ignorance. Ignorance helps.
Yeah, sometimes it prevents you from.
Yeah. I am not responsible because I've never seen it. So go to admin and I got
That's
this.
why Korean is saying, oh, more.
It's too much work to add to it.
Yeah.
Right. This is what I want to do for the rest of my days. Discussing philosophy. Yes, go ahead.
No, Philip is talking.
Yes, like I was saying.
It's time actually.
Now we have wind energy, wind energy that some countries rely on to power their industries and what have you. Now, you said energy cannot be created, but people also create energy.
Generate.
Sorry,
You only generate, you don't create it.
They don't create it.
There's difference between generation and
The wind is already there.
They harness it.
So where from that way?
Hmm?
Where from that way?
Your argument is God created it.
No. I'm asking him where from that way. And I want to also ask him that when you operate man, show me where you can see the breath that we breathe, or what process led to the breath that you can feel here.
You're not over yet. You still have 5 minutes.
Yes, when you operate man, there is nowhere in the body that you see that air is stored here.
You know why we feel that the air is there? Because there is an organ in the body of the human that needs air.
And what's the name of that organ?
That is the lungs. The pulmonary. When you say pulmonary, it means the connecting the lungs, connecting the lungs and the thing that will need the oxygen to process, to mix with the blood, so that there will be energy.
See the way the body start working at you.
Yeah. You see, that is the pulmonary action. So once you have the lung, that someone said that if you say that you don't believe in God, do you believe that you have a brain? Yes, I have a brain because I know that I am thinking from here. I eat and it goes here. That is why when you need food, you don't give the food to your brain, but you give it to your stomach. Once there is an organ specific for a particular activity, it means that that thing is there.
Thankfully, today is not the last day